Hello from Paul. I've jetted off to Bahrain, so I'm recording this in the what's it called, Comrade Financial Harbour Hotel. I got a great deal and an upgrade to a beautiful suite. So internet's great, obviously fabulous views from the 20th floor, and managed to get really cheap flights as well. So I do like a bargain. So anyway, you can see on screen the usual performance statistics for my color coding system. Now, obviously, the best performing group is still the no colors. Now, just to clarify, these are no colors are things outside the scope of our value and growth at reasonable price (GARP) assessments. So this is things that are typically loss-making, speculative, where we just can't value them. So we give those no colour because we'd rather not be guessing on which speculative shares are going to do well and which aren't. Although we often give an indication of which way we're leaning in the commentary, in the our opinion box. But the main reason the no colour section has outperformed is, got the wrong page, is on a handful of stocks, as I mentioned last week, have really strongly outperformed, be multi-baggers, and that takes the average well up. If you exclude 4 or 5 stocks, the no colours are sort of in line with the ambers. So the ones that have done particularly well so far, they may not continue that way, is Tialis, Emerson, Hemogenics, Shield Therapeutics, which I hold personally, Ceres Power, and Oxford Biomedica. So anyone who picked any of those 6, well done. You've had a good return on them. But they were all, I think, very difficult to value. So outside the scope really is the best description rather than no colour. And then greens are ahead at what's that? Sorry, this is all a bit chaotic. Up 2.7%, amber greens up 1%, ambers minus 2%. Now look at the amber reds and the reds. Amber reds minus 9.5, and the reds, including steaming turds, is down 19.4% because I put them together rather than having a separate category for steaming turds. But that certainly boosted our figures. So really, you could argue, as I think I mentioned last week, the main benefit of my system, other than covering 800 odd shares and giving you an overview on a huge number of shares and the timely updates and the fact that we make good calls pre-8 a.m. We flag up to you what we think are going to be the biggest rises and fallers, and we're nearly always right on those. I mean, it's usually fairly obvious from the RNSs, isn't it? But it's a good timely alert system, we think. But anyway, you could argue that overall the main benefit of our system is to tell you what not to invest in. We're flagging up the really high risk stuff, which generally, as you can see from these tables, it's in the numbers, isn't it? The risky stuff. You get the odd major multi-bagger, not major, but the odd multi-bagger in the amber reds and reds, but you really are, swimming in shark-infested waters if you go near anything that's amber red or red. It's very high risk. And sorry, orange pens. Yeah, I've got a list of. If you'd like some and you're a paying subscriber, just send me a message and I'll put you on the list. I'm going to post out some orange pens. This is the Mark II with the black text. Oh, sorry, upside down. There we are. Let's put it there. I don't know if you can see that. They're highly sought after. Anyway, if you would like some, I will post some to you. I've bought some little padded envelopes. I'm going to put 3 or 4 in a padded envelope if you'd like some. Right, let's get on to some stocks. I'll stop waffling. Weekly summary. Here you are. Usual spreadsheet. Has it changed over yet? Sorry, bear with. Oh, I think there's a problem with the recording. Hang on.